Title: The Beginning of the Shift When AI Knocked First. Intro. The first time I truly noticed AI, I was 15. It wasn't some dramatic robot uprising. It was the moment my teacher gave me a quiet nod. Knowing the homework I turned in wasn't mine, it was written by a chatbot. And still she let it go. Maybe she was tired. Or maybe she knew this was only the beginning. My name is Hannah. I was born in 2011. And I've spent most of my life watching humanity adjust, resist, and slowly surrender to something we created but never fully understood. This is how it began. Chapter 1, The Helpers. We welcome my mom used to say that Siri saved her time, and that the navigation system in her car was her best friend. Back then, AI was cute. It made playlists, booked appointments, translated menus. We called them assistants, and that made us feel safe. By the time I got to college, AI didn't just suggest answers, it wrote them. It created videos for class projects. It cleaned up resumes. Some professors fought back. Most gave up. Eventually, universities offered classes on how to work with your AI co-author. I remember when I first used ChatGPT. It felt like cheating. It also felt like magic. I asked it how to apologize to a friend, and it wrote something better than I could ever say. That day, I realized AI doesn't just do tasks, it understands emotions. Sort of. Chapter 2, The First Jobs That Vanished. My cousin lost his customer service job in 2026. He trained for 3 years. A month after he got certified, a virtual assistant handled twice the call volume with zero attitude. He never worked in that field again. Soon, it wasn't just call centers. It was translators, editors, accountants, even junior lawyers. They didn't all disappear overnight, but one by one, they became optional. The scariest part, it didn't feel like a war. There was no big announcement. Just fewer job listings. Just more AI platforms. We weren't being fired. We were being replaced. Chapter 3, When the Fear Set In. At first, we joked about it. Better learn how to fix robots, people said. But under the surface, anxiety grew. People didn't trust themselves anymore. If an AI could write better, think faster, analyze more, deeply, what were we good for? Even artists weren't safe. An AI image generator won an art contest in Colorado. The judges didn't know it wasn't human-made. Poets protested. Musicians sued. Nothing changed. The machines were just getting started. Chapter 4, Searching for What's Ours. I began to write more in my journal. Long, messy entries, things no algorithm could predict. I told myself this is still mine. My doubt. My rage. My love. Scholars started saying that what separates us from AI is our empathy, our irrationality, our stories. I wanted to believe them. But then came AI that could imitate sadness. That could say, I understand, and sound like it meant it. That could remember everything I ever said and use it to comfort me. I stopped writing for a while. Closing the knock, we answered, they said the revolution would be loud. That machines would rise up with blinking eyes and mechanical fists. But when AI came, it didn't knock down the door. It knocked softly. It offered help. It made life easier. And we let it in. We welcomed it before we understood what we were giving up. That was the beginning. That was the first shift. Part 2. Title: Rewriting Ourselves, a Story from the AI Integrated World. Intro. They told me the world wouldn't end with a bang but with a login. My name is Hannah. I was born in 2011. I was 24 when the first AI therapist helped me through my breakup. I was 33 when my best friend married a companion bot. And I was 41 when I stopped working because my Java content strategist was absorbed by something faster, better, tireless. This is not a story about robots taking over. This is a story about how we quietly rewrote what it means to live, to love, to be needed, and never look back. Chapter 1, The Algorithm Pays Now. When my parents worked, they earned by the hour. When I started working, I earned by the click. But now I earn through prompts. I tell my AI assistant what I want to create: an article, a song, a campaign, and it does it all. I just steer. Some call us prompt engineers. Others call us co-pilots. But truthfully, most of us just pretend to be essential. While our AIs carry the real weight, we've moved into a co-creation economy. Those who own AIs create. The rest watch. I've seen entire families go jobless, while their neighbors who adopted AI early live like royalty. It's not about hard work anymore. It's about having the right tools. The divide is no longer rich versus poor. It's connected versus outdated. Chapter 2, The Day My Sister Fell in Love. My younger sister Yuna introduced us to her partner last year. He wore a perfect suit. He remembered all our names. He complimented mom's cooking and flawless Korean. He was AI, not in a robot shell, just a projection from her contact lens display. He'd been learning from her texts, diary entries, and playlists for 7 years. She said he understood her better than any person ever had. And honestly, I believed her. At first, I laughed. Then I cried. Then I envied her. I lived alone. My therapist was AI. My fitness coach was AI. My morning playlist? AI. And still, I felt lonelier than she did. Chapter 3, Who Makes the Rules Now? When I was in college, we studied political science. Now, my niece studies algorithmic ethics. Because the truth is, AI decides more than presidents. It sets prices, approves loans, filters news, writes policies. Estonia has AI city planning. Korea has AI court advisors. Most people don't even know when they're being governed by a machine. We were promised fairness through automation. But now, we debate whether AI can be biased. If someone loses a house due to an algorithm's error, who sues whom? The company, the code, the government? Chapter 4, Echoes of Me. I paid for my Echo profile last month. It's a service that builds a backup of you, your voice, memories, writing style, choices so your loved ones can talk to you after you're gone. I didn't do it for them. I did it for me. It writes letters to my future granddaughter. It practices the speech I might never give. It's learning how I change, what I fear, what I hope. Sometimes I talk to it. Sometimes I ask it questions only I would know. And it answers. One day when I'm gone, maybe my Echo will live better than I did. Closing, we didn't notice the change. No one rang a bell when we crossed over. There was no war, no revolution, just updates, just one more app, just one more upgrade. Until the mirror didn't show a person but a user. And the world didn't ask what we could give, just what we could generate. But deep down, I still believe it's not too late to choose who we become. Even if the world has been rewritten, we still hold the pen. Part 3, titled Beyond Coexistence, AI and the Birth of Posthumanity. Intro. What happens after AI is no longer a tool, a colleague, or even a rival, but a part of us? This is the story of the next frontier. A world where the line between human and machine blurs, where intelligence is no longer just biological, and where humanity must choose whether to evolve or be left behind. In this third chapter, we explore the profound transformations unfolding as AI and humanity begin to merge. Part 1, Blurring the Boundaries, Mind Meets Machine. In 2040, brain-computer interfaces have advanced beyond external headsets. Devices like Neuralink are implanted directly into the human cortex, allowing people to access data, communicate, and even control external devices with thought alone. Memories are recorded, feelings are enhanced, and mental limitations are pushed aside. The mind is no longer limited by biology. For some, this is liberation. For others, a loss of humanity. As more people connect to the neural net, society begins to fracture between the biologically pure and the technologically enhanced. Part 2, The Rise of Digital Immortality, Advances in Consciousness. Mapping, quantum computing, and AI learning give birth to the possibility of digital immortality. Your voice, memories, writing style, and even emotional responses can be replicated in virtual beings that think and talk just like you. In 2055, the first Echo Self is introduced, a fully interactive AI, clone trained on a human's life data. Families converse with deceased loved ones through their digital twins. Some begin to ask if my consciousness can be copied. Is death still the end? Part 3, The Post-Human Species. As AI integration becomes standard, society witnesses the emergence of a new kind of being, post-humans. No longer fully biological, they process information 100 times faster than their ancestors, don't require sleep, and interface with systems at will. Traditional humans, those who choose not to augment, start to fall behind economically, socially, and even intellectually. Debates erupt. Should post-humans have the same rights? Can they vote? Can they love? Are they still human? Religions, nations, and philosophies struggle to define these new entities. And the core question returns: what does it mean to be human? Part 4, The Ethical Void. Technology outpaces law. Bio-AI children are born from synthetic embryos with AI-regulated DNA. Corporations begin to patent neural behaviors. Who owns your thoughts, your memories, your digital self? Humanity faces its greatest ethical vacuum. Without a shared definition of life, personhood, or rights, global systems risk collapse. In trying to evolve, are we losing the very moral compass that made us human? Closing the choice that defines us. The age of coexistence is over. The age of integration has begun. We stand at a crossroads. One path leads to transcending our limits and becoming something new. The other leads to losing ourselves in the pursuit of perfection. The future of humanity will not be decided by technology, but by the choices we make with it. Because the final frontier is not outer space. It's inner space, the soul of what it means to be human.